Hey, this is your brother Van Silk. Listen, DJ Cash Money, DJ Marvelous. Sorry I couldn't be there tonight. I was trying to be there, but I got to get myself together. But it's so good to see your guys get back together. It's what hip hop need. You know, this is a culture that a lot of people thrive on. And I definitely want to be in on the interview tonight. I know y'all got a show coming out. Shout out to the lioness, Miss Bellamy. Shout out to Sin-seer for giving you the opportunity to have this conversation. But I think you all need to have the conversation. And if I feel a little better, I'm going to check in. If not, salute Cash Money and Marvelous. This is your brother Van Silk. Gots to go.
Welcome everybody to History Lessons. I'm very excited tonight. I have the legendary Cash Money and Marvelous here with me this evening. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to speak with me tonight.
Yo,
what's good?
What's
happening?
I can't recall ever seeing a Cash Money and Marvelous interview, so I'm very happy to have this opportunity. We're going to take it back a little bit, but you guys got a great announcement for those who've been following you since day one. We'll get to that momentarily, but let's go back in the past a little bit. Let's start with you, Marvelous. Before meeting Cash Money, what was a day in life like for you growing up in Philly?
Oh man, it was wonderful, man. I could say I had the best childhood growing up though, and the area we was in. I've been knowing Cash, oh man, since high school. All we used to do was just go over his grandma's house and just bust it up, man, make music together. You know what I mean? And chill. That's it. That's all we ever did, man.
Who were some of your musical influences before making it actually in the music world?
I used to always listen to LL Cool J. He was like my inspiration. Kind of made the Ugly People Be Quiet song. Like if you hear some of my lines in there, it fed off him a little bit. You know, I always looked up to LL Cool J mostly. You know,
right. Cash Money, for you, day in the life before meeting Marvelous. What was a typical day in the life like for Cash Money as a teenager?
Man, it was basketball, football, and music. I literally had a basketball court right behind my house. So that's what we used to do all the time. Plus, we used to always listen to like Cold Crush, Grandmaster Flash, and like Chief Rocker, Busy Bee, and a Fantastic Five MCs cassette tapes, trying to figure out what they were doing. You know?
Yeah.
Right. So, at what point did you get to DJing?
When I stunk at everything else. You know what I mean? Like I tried to MC and I was horrible. Marv, remember I used to try to rhyme. I was Cool Ice Rome.
Yeah.
I was horrible.
Couldn't get. He had to stick to the tables. Yeah. basically started doing a lot of house parties and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Started from there and then worked our way through. That's all.
Yeah.
You started a group called Sonic Wave earlier on?
Yeah, that was me. I was breakdance. I told you I was doing it all, man. Yeah, I was in a breakdance group called Sonic Wave. And yeah, I was trying everything that had to do with hip hop at that time, man. You know, we were young kids, man, just trying to figure it out.
Right. At what point does MC Cool Breeze Steve come into the picture?
He was part of our. He was the other MC that we had. It was Cool Breeze Steve and Marv and myself. Yep.
Talk a little bit about the early, group, and did anything materialize as far as music, wax or anything?
Oh, with us three?
Yeah.
Nah, man, we was just rocking parties, man. You know.
Yeah, like MCing back in the day. That's basically how it was. Like just somebody passed the mic to, and just rap. But me and Cash, we made our own music together. In 87, 88, we formed the album Sleeping Bag Records. He can tell you about how he met Mantronics and stuff like that. That's when we met Mantronics in like 87 and 88.
Okay, talk a little bit about that, Cash Money.
Actually, there was a battle here in Philadelphia called the Philly versus New York, and they had all New York artists going up against Philly artists like Salt and Pepper, Jazzy Jeff and Will Smith, and we're going up against like Cool Mo. I don't know if that wasn't Cool Mo D. I forget the other artists they had from New York, but yeah, we were going battling them. Just nothing crazy. It was for fun, right? But Mantronix was performing there, and he saw me perform, and he asked me if I wanted to be signed to Sleeping Bag. So that's how that all happened.
Wow, without a demo, did he hear you guys earlier on, or was it just basically watching you DJ?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Me and Marv came up to the studio. I just had a bunch of records. We didn't know what the hell we were gonna do. He literally just started going through records, and I was like, "Hey, man, I always wanted to use this as an intro," and so he just added a beat to it, and that's how it all happened.
Yeah, then we started collaborating together, me and him, making our own songs and creating the album from there. So me and Cash had to collaborate and work with Mantronix and stuff like that when it first started happening. Then Cash started getting into producing, and then one thing led to another. It was just like that. It just boomed from there.
What do you remember most about the studio sessions for your debut album?
It was very long, long and terrible.
You ain't lying.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. There it is. That's a party track, man. 1 in a million.
No. How long would you guys say from beginning to end did it take to put together that debut?
I don't know, man. Because it was months, man. Because you got to understand when we first our single, man, it took off, man. Because I had just won those the DJ competitions as well. So everybody wanted to see us, man. So we were kind of like on a rocket ship. And so in between doing shows, man, we had to come up with an album. So that's the reason why it was called "Where's the Party At?" Because that's what we were doing. We were doing parties all over the place.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's mainly like a party album, most so,
Right.
A lot of party tracks is on there.
Speaking of those competitions, you're one of the only DJs to win all three same year. The New Music Seminar, the DMC, and the DMC World Championships. What do you remember most about that time?
Man, I was setting out to be the world's greatest, and I did it. It's not many people can sit there and say that. I actually did that.
Right. When that debut single dropped, how did life change for you two?
Oh man, a lot of traveling, doing shows all over, overseas, everywhere. You know what I mean? It was just a life change. Dream come true, really. You know what I mean? That's all we ever did was do music. 24/7.
Plus, we were touring in countries before any hip hop artist ever was there. So we were actually opening doors for, other artists to come through after us.
Come through, yeah, exactly, yeah. Because we was overseas in the early, let's say 90s or whatever, late 80s. Yeah, so that was real early before a lot of other people got over there.
I mean, Marv, remember that time we was in Brazil?
Brazil, yeah.
I think the only other group that ever toured there was I think Houdini.
Yeah. It was a lot of stuff that was classic back in the day. Some stuff I don't remember. It's so far away, I don't remember it. You know what I mean?
Right. Speaking of those tours, who would you guys say was your favorite tour lineup going out on the road with?
Oh, wow. With Slick Rick. It was a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, man, we did so many tours.
Yeah,
I'd say because we were on tour with MC Hammer as well. We were doing spot dates on that. But I would say honestly, the Slick Rick tour, because it was more groups on there, like EPMD, MC Light, EU, De La Soul, Yeah, it was a lot of groups on them tours.
Right. You guys have any memories of the Latin Quarters?
Oh yeah, New York City, man. That was the best, bro. That was the best spot. Packed. That's all I remember.
Packed.
All the MCs you could name was there. Everybody came through there. That's a legendary
Yep.
spot. Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of legendary spots in Philly too. The Wynn Ballroom, YMCA's. Just a
Yeah,
lot of
after mid.
legendary hip hop old school spots, all from New York to Philly.
Yeah, after midnight.
Yeah, most definitely.
When that debut album finally dropped, what do you remember most about the reaction from the consumers around that time?
I mean, our album really, like I told you, man, our singles dropped and it took off. Like I said, by me winning those DJ competition, it just helped. It really helped the sales.
Yeah.
Right. Was there ever plans for a sophomore album with background?
Yeah, there was, but Sleeping Bag started. They folded. Yep.
Yeah.
Where did that leave Marvelous and DJ Cash Money around that time after Sleeping Bag folded?
Well, we had to fend for ourselves. We were still doing shows at the time, though. I mean, we were still doing stuff, but they was going through a lot of corporate stuff. So, you know what I mean? We still kept in the mix of doing shows and just trying to stay out there, you know?
Yeah, but then go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say then at that time, the industry was changing, so we was kind of fading, because we weren't on the charts anymore. So that's when kind of like I started getting into production and things like more into production, and that's when I ended up linking up with PM Dawn.
And
that all started. Yeah, well, that all started because they needed some. They asked me to do some scratches on a record, but I had to fly to London to do it. And so when I flew over there, we just hit it off, man. So they just asked me if I wanted to go on the road with them.
Right. Been 35 years or so since your debut album. What have you guys been up to over that time? And kind of talk about getting back together and what you have coming up in the future.
Well, we still get ready to collaborate, probably put something together again, production wise. We in the mix of that. And right now we just looking forward to getting back on the scene, doing some shows, keeping Philly hip hop alive, and just spreading the word of hip hop is still here, old school. We 40, 50 years still in business, and we still friends. My best DJ, my best friend, so we just having fun, man. Traveling, just living it up. That's all,
Right.
Another day in the office. Basically.
What's been keeping you busy over the years, Cash Money, besides?
Man, I've been doing, like I said, I've been doing DJ gigs all over. Plus, I've been DJing for like I was doing some spot dates with comedian Russell Peters and comedian Tom Segura. And then this past summer, me and KRS-One have been touring. So which made me think, because I was on tour with him, and everywhere we went, someone was pulling out our album for me to sign. So I was like, damn, I never really see any Philly artists on the road like that. So that's what made me come up with the idea of trying to get everybody together to create, the Philly Hip Hop Legend Show, which consists of Schoolie D, EST from 3 Times Dope, and DJ Cash Money and Marvelous. But we're just jump starting this right now. We're just trying to create the awareness. That way we can get a bigger budget, and that way I could bring in, more of the Philly artists like Tough Crew, Bahamadia, the Youngsters, MC Breeze, and cats like that.
No doubt. Yeah.
So what have the conversations been like from those legends like EST and some of the other Schoolie D? What has that conversation been like? You putting this together.
It's been positive, man. To be honest with you, man, we come from Philly. We were born and raised in these streets, and all the accolades and things that all of us have done collectively for Philadelphia, we kind of been getting overlooked. You know, a lot of the concerts that they have coming through here, like old school concerts, they don't really include none of the Philly hip hop heroes. So, you know, we got on the phone and we were talking, and everybody's a little upset about it. So I'm like, hey, man, ain't no need to get upset. We just create our own movement. That's all.
Yeah.
And that's what this is about right here.
Right.
It's a good thing, bringing everybody together. You know, Philly hip hop is a tradition, man. From days of the Belmont Plateau, being up on the roof of the, I mean, it's some legendary times in the park and Belmont Plateau. You know, all the artists from Philly was there. If you were somebody, you came through there. You know, there's a lot of Philly hip hop artists that's like, I mean, they need to be rediscovered now. And I think it's a good thing, Cash, putting it all together and stuff like that, you know, to bring it back again.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, man, it's all about family to me, man. And that's what we all are. You know, we're all family, man.
Right.
No.
Those day one fans who've been wanting to know, where can they find you guys as far as tour dates and some of the other things you got going on?
Well, right now we're working on, you know, the dates and stuff are going to start coming after this. I've been getting some calls for next year. So yeah, man, we're right now we're focusing on this Philly Legends thing. And yeah, and you know, of course me and Marv are back now. So we're willing to get on the road and start touring again. So yeah, we're just taking it as it comes, man. Yeah.
Right. What's the first date of the tour? I know you only got like kind of spot dates right now, but do you have something lined up coming up in the future?
I can't speak about the future because we're still working some things out. But this date here is at Wilson's live music venue in New Jersey. It's December 20th. It's gonna be a great night, man. Like, because first of all, you don't see Philly artists on the stage together like this. It's been a long time. So
EST, Schoolie D, us, and I'm pretty sure a whole bunch of other Philly hip hop artists are coming through to represent. Shouts out.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Philly hip hop, man. Still on the map, brother.
Yeah. I appreciate you guys spending your evening with me. Van Silk gives us his best. He couldn't make it tonight, but you know, big shout out to Van Silk for putting this.
Big shout out to Van Silk.
Big shout out. Yeah,
what up, fam?
Before we get out of here, any last words for your day one supporters?
Just to thank everybody for supporting us. And look for more Cash Money and Marvelous to come. Doing shows to a venue near you soon, I hope.
Yes, indeed.
No doubt. You guys on social media?
Remember. I don't think Marv is.
Cash is.
But I am. Marv's a dinosaur, man.
he takes care of all that for me, man. You know what I
mean? Yeah. I'm the real.
I'm from the 90s. I stayed in the 90s. You know what I mean? He takes care of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the real DJ Cash Money on Instagram, Facebook, DJ Cash Money. My Twitch. You can find me on Twitch, DJ Cash Money TV. That's my channel, which I have 3 shows on there. Then if you want to really get down and check me out, like get any info, my website is www.therealdjcashmoney.com. Yeah. So yo, man, we just happy to be back together and giving our fans, man, something they've been wanting. As Marv always says, this is the one you've been waiting for. So yeah.
Thank you guys so much. I'm happy you guys are back together. Can't wait to see you guys on the road. Anything you need there, like I said, you know, big shout out to Van Silk for putting this together. We'll be out for everything from DJ Cash Money and Marvelous in the future. I am the journalist Sin-seer. Cash Money, Marvelous. Thank you guys so much for joining me this evening.
No, I'm out.
Salute.
Thanks a lot, bro. Thanks for having me.
No doubt. See you guys in the future.
All right.
All right, brother.
Well.